Hello everybody and welcome into Multiverse Videos Tech Tuesdays. Well, today I've got a little bit of an interesting video for you this week. Instead of an ordinary tech video, I thought I'd go ahead and do a game video for you today. Now, because we did not do a upload on Saturday, which is usually our game uploads, I thought I'd go ahead and do one for you this week as a part of Tech Tuesday. But because mine doesn't classify under a scary game, it really doesn't classify as a Saturday upload. So I figured I would do it for this week. The game I want to show you is something called Perfect Golf. Now, this is a relatively new game that just came out. And as far as I know, it's still a work in progress, but you can actually buy it. Now, the game that... Now, I didn't pay a whole lot for this game. I think this game retails for like 35 bucks, but I didn't pay that. I actually got a really good price on this game. And excuse me for taking a drink of water there. But this whole idea of golf came about... I love the game of golf. You know, I play it. I haven't been on the course in quite a number of years, but I do love the game of golf. And I love golf games on the PC. And this is a PC and a Mac version. There is both a PC and Mac version that you can download. And I have been for years trying to find a game that is, you know, that matches the same level and quality of a game called Golden Tee Golf. They actually made the arcade game Golden Tee Golf into a PC game back in 1998. And there was only one version of that game ever released for the PC, and there was no version ever written for the Mac. So, and I've been frantically looking for years, trying to find a PC game that is as good as Golden Tee Golf, and I think this might be it. So, right here, this is kind of like your home screen. Here, you can do multiplayer games, tournaments, or you can do a practice area. Here, you can set up how many players that you have in your game. Right now we only have one. Here you have your settings. Now I want to talk about this just for 1 second. Let me mute that just for 1 second because I can't hear myself. Because I can't hear myself with the music going. I want to talk about this just for 1 second. On my system, I've had to lower the overall settings of the game down to low. Now I know the first comment that's going to pop up is going to be because you're running the game on a Mac. But honestly, that's probably not the reason. This computer does not have a GPU in it. It has something called integrated graphics, which means that the CPU and the GPU is combined onto the same chip, and for video memory it uses the system RAM. This computer has 16 gigs of RAM in it, so it's taking, I think, 1.5 gigs of system RAM and setting it aside for video memory. But the other thing is this machine is also running the beta of macOS Sierra. It's not out yet. That's 10.12. It's not out yet. And so I'm placing the blame at the lack of a GPU inside this machine and the fact that we're running this on a beta operating system. Now, if you're running this on El Capitan, that might be, you know, this might be a little bit different. And also, if you have a Mac that actually has a GPU in it, like, a high-end 15-inch MacBook Pro, then this game could probably run a lot better. But because this machine lacks a dedicated GPU, I had to lower the quality settings because it lags at a high quality setting. But even a low quality setting, it actually runs just fine, and it's not really noticeable that it's at a lower resolution. You can also adjust the audio here too. Let me unmute that. And here's all your controls. This is something called weather. I'm not really sure what all this is. I just started playing this game yesterday, so you know, I'm not all that too familiar with a lot of the stuff in here. You can change a bunch of different things and get help. Okay, yeah, there. Yeah, you can see here, you know, it's a little pixelated, but again, you know, in the actual game, you know, you really don't notice that. Here, I really don't know what this does. This Pro Shop, I really don't know. But again, let's go into the practice area, and when you click on this, you get just, well, practice range. And down here you can change all your settings, like how many holes and, you know, pins and where you want to start, you know, your type of tees and all that stuff, and your difficulty settings. We're just going to leave this alone, and we're just going to do a practice session. We're going to click create, and it says right here, we're going to click that. Now here you can change a bunch of different things about your player. I'm just going to leave it alone, and I'm going to click the ready checkbox, and I'm going to click start. And once this loads, we'll be taken into a practice area. Alright, so here we go. So now we're loaded up at a practice range. It's kind of like the driving range. And so let me turn the volume up just a little bit. So over here, it will tell you your hole or your course. So over here, we're just at the practice range, player 1. This is your wind speed up here and the direction. And over here, different settings. You can go back into the game settings here. And we'll just click that to get out of here. Here shows you an overview of the course. So there's our practice range. This kind of gives you like a bird's eye flyover view of the overall course. It's actually pretty cool. And, you can take like a little virtual field trip of the course and get an idea of where things are at. Here's your scorecard. And I believe this is the leaderboard. I'm not really sure what that button does. I think it brings up a leaderboard, but it doesn't do anything right now. And again, I'm not entirely sure what this button does. It's some... I'm really not sure what this does, but it looks like it aligns some sort of grid for you, probably like a tee-off grid or something. This shows you your flag pin if you want it on or off, and this shows you the distance to the flag pin. It's kind of nice how it kind of does that. Now, when we want to swing, we click in this area right here. This is your swing meter. This kind of letter C looking thing, this is your swing meter. So that shows you how much power you're putting forth to the ball. And as you see, when I click it, it shows us how much power and then what you want to do when you want to click. So anywhere in there, you want to get it green and then you want to click on it again. Here is your club selection. You can change what club you're using. In this case, we're using a driver. In here, you can kind of, move around and stuff like that. But here, we're just going to go ahead and tee off here. So we're going to try to get full power and tee off right there. CS power 122%, and I think the ball's going to carry it. I think it's going to go right. I think the wind's going to carry it right. Yeah. Now if you're a real golfer, you know that you don't hit directly. You hit directly. You curve your ball to the distance of the wind. So in this case, the wind is going towards the right. I want to aim the ball. So all I want to do, if I want to change my direction of where I'm hitting, I just take my mouse, click and hold, and I get this little flag pin thing, and I can move it around, and I can aim it at which direction I want to hit. In this case, I'm going to hit a little bit off to the left because the ball was carried to the right by the wind. And yeah, sometimes if you don't hit it at the right spot, sometimes it'll do that. Like that. You got to hit it at the right spot. And you want to aim it a little bit off to the left because the wind's going to carry it. So, it's going to curve, so you want to hit it a little bit off. I think most golfers probably know that, that's what you want to do. So again, this is a nice little practice area. You can get a feel of what you're doing in here. And of course, you can do a replay here if you want to see that shot again. And this is going right towards it. So now we're looking from the distance, looking at the ball. And there it is. And again, the graphics are actually pretty good in this game. Now, Golden Tee Golf, for being a game in 1998, actually had some pretty good graphics in it. And I have not yet found a game in the PC world that has came anything close to that. So this is just your practice session. If you want to leave the practice session, you click on the gear, click end round. Okay, so here we are back on the sort of the main menu sort of thing. Let's go ahead and do a solo play here. And here we have a different option of all the different courses that are loaded in here. Now, from my understanding, they're going to ultimately create some more courses that you can do as an add-on to the game later on. But these are the courses that you've got. And the one I've been playing most recently is the Florida Glades. And we can just hit the return key to select it. I'm going to click the ready checkbox, and we're going to click start. And the course will ultimately load. All right, here we are. So here we are at hole number 1 on the Florida Glades. And I'm assuming CC stands for Country Club. That would be just the golfing thing. So again, it looks very similar to what we've seen in the practice area. But again, over here it tells you your hole number. We're on hole number 1. It's a par 4. The overall distance of the course of the hole is 423 yards. We're player. This is our first shot, 421 yards to the pin. And again, we're using our driver here. So again, do the same thing we did in the practice area. Click in here, get our swing, and off we go. Now, I'm not sure if you can customize the little guy character there. You can get him like a red shirt or something. Because I know in Golden Tee Golf, your player can be customized, have like a red shirt and different colored pants and things like that. Now, if you want to re-hit that, you can, of course, do that. I'll bet a penalty, just like in the normal game of golf, you do get a penalty if you have to re-hit or take a mulligan shot or whatever. You do ultimately have a penalty for that. The ball went 297 yards. We're now 290 yards. We're now 125 yards from the pin. If we want to re-watch that, we can do that as a follow, and it will take us exactly to what we just seen. It'll follow the ball, just like that. Woo! And now you can change all those settings. All those settings can be changed. If you want the whole distance of the ball when you tee off, it looks like you have a camera on the ball, something like that. You can change all that stuff in settings. We're going to continue that and take our second shot. And the wind is to the east at 12, so I'm going to aim it just a little bit to the left and let the wind carry it. Let the wind carry it here a little bit. And so again, we're going to take our next swing. Again, if you're into golf games, this is really interesting. If you're not into golf games, this may be absolutely boring to watch. I know that our Saturday uploads are by far more interesting. And we just hit the sand bunker. Wow. I know our Saturday uploads are far more interesting because they show you, because we have a lot more, fun games that we show you on Saturday. I'm not that interesting in the gaming community, so this is pretty much my level of gaming right here. I love the game of golf, and I think that might be too much. Oh yeah, we overshot that by a long shot. That was way too much power. I was trying to put a little too much in. Don't go in the water. We just hit in the water, so we have to re-hit that. And let's not use so much power this time. I wanted to put a little bit more power on it because we're in the sand bunker. And stick. And you're going to roll right off. Well, that's not bad. We're close to the green anyway. And do a chip shot here. Now, if I was playing in real life, I probably would not be using my pitching wedge. I would be more than likely using my 9-iron. You can call me goofy, you can call me crazy, but for some reason, when I play golf, in real life, my 9-iron works better as a pitching wedge than my actual pitching wedge. And I don't know what the deal is with that. I get better chips on the green with my 9-iron than I do my pitching wedge. Go figure. So that's what I use, is my 9-iron. Pretty much almost all the time I use my 9-iron for making chips. I don't really use my pitching wedge. And the people who have golfed with me know how bad I suck at golf. What I'm doing right now basically shows you how terrible I actually play. I play like this, if not worse, in real life. I am this bad. I'm a first-generation golfer. Nobody in my family plays golf. I kind of took up the game on my own, so I really didn't have my dad or anybody, helping me to play or anything like that. I basically just have to learn it on my own, and I suck. I suck at this game. I suck at PC gaming, golf gaming. I suck in real-life gaming, in real-life golf. So, and this is pretty much how I play. I mean, I'm not kidding you. This is pretty much how I play in real life as well. I know this is boring watching this. We'll do maybe 1 or 2 more holes. But there we go. It took 10 strokes. We're 6 above par. That's bad. That's bad, folks. That is bad. We'll do maybe 1 more hole after this one. And because I don't want to keep you here for long, because I know this is boring watching this. Because this isn't a very interesting game, but I've been to the right. For many years now, I've been trying to find a game that has been as good as Golden Tee Golf, and I think I finally found it. Now, this game is a work in progress. I think this game retails for $34. I think. Oh no! And we're gonna have to re-hit that. Let me try angling it out a little bit. Try getting us back out on the fairway. Again, I think this game retails for something like $34 or something like that. Is it worth it? I don't know. And again, this is pretty much how bad I suck. I'm going to take a penalty, drop it. I don't know if it's worth $34. I don't know. It's up to you. This game is a work in progress, though. I have read that they are going to be adding some new features into it and some customizations and stuff to the game later on. But I don't know. Maybe it's up to your subjective opinion. I didn't spend $34 on this game. I didn't spend anywhere near that. I actually got this game for a really good price. And I decided to do a video on it and see if you guys think it's a pretty good game. Again, if you want to spend $34 on it, you might be able to get it from somewhere for maybe a little bit less more money. But and in real life, this is how bad I suck in golf in real life. If anybody out there who's watching this who actually knows me personally, you know how bad I actually play in golf. This is how bad I play, honestly. I am not a good golfer at all. And this game proves it, and anybody who's ever been out on the golf course with me knows how bad I suck. That's just how it is. We'll do one more hole after this, and then we'll let you go. You can get the feel of the game. Again, we'll probably have a game video this Saturday, which will be far more interesting than this. And not enough. Not going to get there. I don't know what our Saturday upload is going to be. I really don't know. I really don't know that. But I'm guaranteeing you whatever video we have on Saturday will be far more interesting than this. I can guarantee it. Golf games are generally not interesting. There's not like high action, it's not like Call of Duty or anything. Come on. What's the matter with you? Get the sucker in the hole. In the hole. Come on. Ah! You're killing me. In the hole. In the hole. Thank you. Whew! That took forever. Man, we suck. Okay, this will be the last hole, and then we'll let you go. 15 above par. Oof. Man. That's bad. And we'll just let this be the last hole, and then we'll let you go. You get the idea. And where's that ball going to go, I wonder? Way out there. Way out there. Okay. Well, at least we're near the green. That's at least something. Try to get it on the green. That's what we want. I think that might be too much. Stay, stick, stay. Good, good. On the green. Alright, let's see. Where's our hole here? Okay, there's our hole. And an idea of where I'm aiming here. And again, this is really my first game commentary video. I don't know if you want to call this game commentary. I really don't know. So, pardon me for not really doing this right. This is really my first game commentary video, so my apologies for sucking at this. And my apologies for sucking at this game, too. So please be easy on the hate mail, guys. I am not an expert. This is my first ever game commentary video, if that's what you want to call this. I really don't know. So I'm new at this, so please be easy on that hate mail. I beg of you. There we go, in the hole. And we're going to stop there because you guys get the idea. And again, we can close out of this, and to exit out of the game, we just hit the settings gear, end round. We're going to click yes on that. And then exit, exit, and then we'll be out of the game, and then back up that way. And let's get that notification out of the way. So there you go. That is Perfect Golf. We can actually get this right now for Mac and PC. Is it worth $34? I think that's how much it is. Like I said, I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to your subjective opinion. Like I said, I did not pay anywhere close to $34 for this game. So, again, I actually quite like it. I've been searching for a game that has been like Golden Tee Golf for quite a while now, and I think this may be the best one that I have found. And especially because there's a Mac version, I give it extra kudos for that. Mac and PC, I found it on Steam, so if you are any so, I am probably the only 22-year-old who doesn't have a Steam account. But if you have a Steam account, which is probably everybody, you can actually download this on Steam for Mac and PC. Just keep in mind, if you have a lower end Mac, you may have to lower the overall quality settings of the game to get it to play smoothly, because if you don't, it'll ultimately lag. And I'm sure it's probably the same way with a PC as well. If you don't have a good graphics card in your PC, it's probably going to lag at a higher quality setting. So it'll play. The only requirements on the Mac I found is you need to be running at least OS 10 Mountain Lion, which is 10.8. And that's really the only requirement that I found. As long as your Mac is running OS 10 Mountain Lion 10.8, you should be able to run this game. I think the Windows requirements are Windows XP. So, but I don't know how well it runs on Windows. I don't have a compatible, well, really, I don't have a Windows machine to really test it out. So I don't know. Probably most everybody is running Windows 7, 8, or 10. So I don't see why the game wouldn't work on there. But just keep in mind, lower end graphics card, you may have to lower the quality settings to get it to play smoothly. Otherwise, you're going to get lags, so just keep that in mind. That'll do it for this edition of Tech Tuesdays. Next week, I'm going to be back with Tech Tuesdays. Hopefully, next week, I will get back into the swing of things. I'll have another Tech Tuesday up, hopefully next Tuesday, and it'll be a little bit more interesting than what I showed you today. I'm probably going to leave the game stuff to our Saturday guys because, they know what they're doing, and they're a lot more interesting than what I had to show you. I'm going to go ahead and end this whole thing here. Check out my main channel if you'd like, The Techies World. I will post a link to the description to my main channel down below. Follow me on all social media accounts. I will also post those in that video description down below. And I will see you next Tuesday. Have a wonderful week.